So I'm it's connecting grow. I didn't even bother doing the whole thing. Y'all know. Come in, it's all about the connect and grow time. So like I said, we're way to Christina and an appointment that she has. So we're just letting you guys come in, seeing the snow that's certainly on the ground. Um, and hopefully I can stay alive because now we're going on the highway, so I should be good. So should be good to go. So hopefully everybody's having a good day. Usually on the highway we do pretty good. It stays. Welcome on in. Bryce, they said we're going to have a heat wave. Should be interesting, right? Right. Usually we do pretty good on the highway. It's usually, well, it's not a highway, a byway. Usually our reception does pretty good for some reason. So anyway, um, now I wanted to say this. I did put on last night or whenever I do talk about it, I have to add it to our link tree. I did add a registry for our channel for Little Bean, which is what we're calling it. You're nobody's ever obligated on this channel to send any super chats, memberships, all that. It's just we appreciate it more than you know. We do have buy a coffee, so you can purchase Mama coffee and so forth. It's never ever expected. It's appreciated. And so we did put that there. We have added gender neutral stuff. We do not know what the gender of this baby is, but we don't know if we can release that. But through that is also a diaper fund. Now I know diapers are not, cute gifts, but they're certainly necessary and they're going to need a lot of them for sure. So if it is put on your heart to do that, you can purchase something I've put in there. I've tried to put some things in there. And you can also contribute to the diaper fund. And that way we can buy them diapers and wipes, all that kind of stuff. So those things will certainly be necessary for them. They will appreciate it. It is they're going to do their own registry, but I did not want to overwhelm them. I'm trying to put things that are like 6 months, 12 in 12 to 18 months, things that are older, things we can keep to at our home until they're ready for them, so we don't overwhelm them. So again, it's there. Hi, Bud Files. It's there if you wish to. It's just there because I figured out there may be some people. Yeah, diapers and wipes are a must. I just felt as if there may be some people coming to me saying, "Listen, we want to do something for Christina, and so forth." Can you all? They have a registry, and because I don't want to release their address or information, and I don't want to overwhelm them, I've done my own not to oversee theirs. If there's something they put on their registry, I have an ours taken. But just because I felt like if our community wanted to, it was there. It will go to our PO box, or it'll go into the diaper fund, and then I can go out and purchase them, diapers and wipes and stuff, and send it right to their house. So it's just there in case anybody feels led to do so. Just we all have been there as parents. If you are a parent, this is their first one. They're starting from scratch. They need everything. So, of course, if we can help them with diapers and wipes, those essential things, that will free up more for them to be able to get other things that they need to as well. And we actually still have Christine's script. We just don't have notes for it anymore. But I'm sure my son-in-law and father, his father, can help make that happen and safe and so forth. All it needs is a mattress. So just something to think about and so forth. But anyway, that's there and that's so. But there's so much more snow in our little complex. It looks like the ground out here. I'm telling you, our complex, you should see this, the size of the mountains. I'll have to take some pictures. I mean, if you think and I guess from where we live near something called snow trails, uh, which is crazy because every year I have wanted to take these to the uh, snow trails, so forth. And the first year, for to go tubing, the first year I was going to do it, and you usually do it after, like in January, February, something. I was going to do that. The first year, Jared hurt his shoulder and couldn't go. The second year, it didn't work out. I thought, great, this year, Christina can't go tubing. It's not happening. They want to go tubing, go right ahead. This yeah is not going to pay for it. So anyway, it seems like maybe it'll be next year before we can make this happen. But every year it's been foiled. So anyway, but that's not too bad out here. I thought for sure we are gonna have piles and piles of snow. Where we are, it looks a lot more than it is. So this will be our live for today. Because when I get back, I'm going to get some editing done and some voiceover stuff done. So this will be our live for today. And so if you're it, we'll try to schedule something for tomorrow. We are going towards the Worcester area and so forth. Christina has a doctor's appointment. She doesn't handle heights well, and it's on the fifth floor. So we're heading towards Worcester, Ohio. We live about an hour away from them. So that's where we are heading now. We're on 30, heading towards Worcester. Said it. So yeah, it's a nice drive. It seems like, it's funny. Mom and I live in the same house. We sit there thinking sometimes we really do a lot of talking on the way to Christina, because I'm in the room crocheting or I'm busy doing stuff for the channel or so forth and so on. We live kind of halfway between Columbus, Ohio and Cleveland. And they live a little bit closer to Cleveland. They live closer to Akron. So it's a nice drive and it's beautiful fall. Oh, see all the fall leaves. Yeah. This person's a summer girl, if you can't tell. I love the winter, and I've said this year I think I'm getting even more acclimated to the winter um, than I have been before. And so I said, all right, well, have a good day. Be safe too. Glad. Thank you for coming in on your break. We appreciate it. So anyway, hopefully everybody's doing well. We've got to pick up the stuff. We're having a meal on Sunday. Got to pick up the stuff for Sunday. I've got to get the beans ready for everybody at church. I give it to. So, but it's sure beautiful. But I like I said before, I do not. I do not remember this much snow on the ground this early, and it's not even winter yet. It's not even the first day of winter. We've already had a pretty significant uh, snow fall for sure, and now they said it's going to heat up. So now it's all going to melt. I think it's going to take a while for that. Yeah. The big clumps of snow by our place to melt. So it's a lot of snow. That's for sure. And we are going to have a 2K celebration, and we're going to give away some things. So we're going to do that in the beginning or towards the in January sometime. I'd like it to grow just a little bit more, and I want to make sure we're sticking at 2K. And then I'm going to release the video for the Dog the Bounty Hunter either sometime in the next couple days, and you guys can have a couple weeks to go ahead and do that. So we'll draw the winner on January 10th. I'll give a couple weeks for that to actually sit. So one of the things I'm planning to do too as well is getting that recorded and so forth put together. So really trying to work on content. I want to get the devotions caught up and all those kind of things. And so I'd like the Christmas Advent to actually come out for Christmas. Next year, I said to myself this year, Mary, and we just had a lot going on. I don't know if I didn't expect, I expected Patty to pass, but I didn't expect all the stuff that happened after Patty. But I have to search for the Advent for next year because I do want to make sure that is recorded so that they come out on the day. And I say that hoping I can do it. I should do it for sure. So I am dropping links in the chat, guys. Some of these channels are really great. Of course, I like to drop my moderators' channels in here so you guys can go support them. I appreciate when they come in the chat and they support me, and they're there to keep you all safe. So if you are not connected with their channel, please go over and connect with their channel. I appreciate them for sure. We get the cookie recipe. Hi, Simply Debbie. How are you doing? Put hashtag blessed in the chat if you'd like to have people connect with your channel. If you haven't connected with us, please go ahead and do so. We are on our way to get my daughter. She has a doctor's appointment, and we're on the way to get to go take her. She doesn't handle heights well, and I think she likes us to come out. Doing well. I think she likes us to come out and go to the doctor's appointments, and then she gets a free lunch. I swear that's what it is. So we're on the way to go take her to the doctor. She's on again, it's 5th floor. She is not. I watch that car up there. One that they're just. I'm just saying, watch a little bit. So hopefully, yeah, she doesn't. It's on the 5th floor. She doesn't handle the 4th floor. Heights well. I assume my arm's gonna be black and blue by the time we come out of this apartment. But it's a necessary appointment. It's an important appointment. So anyway, hopefully everybody's doing well and staying warm. Again, you can put hashtag blessed in the chat if you want people to connect with your channel. And we also have our other channel, Blessings Through Connection. So if you guys haven't checked that channel out, please do. We will be back at that shortly. Eventually, we had a little bit of computer issues, and we had to kind of wait till the computer was up and running. And then I'm trying to play catch up right now. So as soon as I kind of get caught up, I will. Hi, Akefield. You're working on a new project. That sounds good. I've gotten first panel of the blanket, the new blanket we're working on, which is actually a blessed to crochet pattern. Looking forward to actually getting that pattern up. I just have to have somebody that's really good with Excel figure out how to put it on like I need it. And I'm still learning Excel and trying to figure it out. But the fact that I was actually able to, well, thank you very much. That is a channel, just so that people know what Blessings Through Connections. Blessed Through Connection is our other channel. We use that so that we do lives, we do recordings throughout the lives, and then we do some kind of background with some kind of relaxing music. We usually run it for about 2 hours. And like I said, haven't been able to because we've had a computer issue. We do channel shout outs every day. We do recaps. I didn't do the recap yesterday because I wanted that the announcement that we made that we were going to be grandparents. My mother, this both of those are her channel. She's going to be a great grandmother, and so I wanted that to kind of sit. But I will be doing the recaps today or tomorrow, and so we do that channel for you guys to come in. We make you a mod when you come in. It gives you the ability to connect with channels, and people have really found wonderful connections and built their community. And that's the whole point of Blessings Through Connection. It is sole focus for you guys to come in, connect, connect properly, come in. We don't have people drop their links or give you a command. May have to do that in the future, but we don't give you a command. We want you guys coming in, going, hitting their channel, going over to their channel, making sure you're connecting the right way, giving them watching at least 3 minutes more of their content, and giving them a thumbs up, making a comment, leaving your footprint. I know I haven't done the daily hub on the community tab lately. I will be putting that back up on both channels. That's another way for you guys when you see those posts to make a comment, leave your footprint, let us know if you have an upcoming live. We'll start again putting lives on that channel and on the community tab if we see them, so that people know that you're going live. And so that is a Pacific channel that we're trying to grow as a way of giving back to you all, because we want you all to make sure that you're connected. Hopefully I'm not frozen. Nope, I'm good. I'm watching on Mom's channel. That way I can tell whether or not I'm going to freeze. So far, so good. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Our plans are to go there, see what happens, and go from there. Then get home. All in one piece. I thought the roads were going to be a lot more snowy. If you saw our complex, you would understand why I'm sitting there going, man, roads aren't as snowy as I thought they were going to be. For cloud and solitude. Yeah, but the sides, I thought there was going to be a lot more snow on the side of the road. Right. For sure. Uh, I think we can honestly say there's no full leaves on the tree. That's for sure. So, I think what I'm gonna do too, y'all, I know I'm doing it, is going to start an open collaboration. That anybody wants to participate. We're gonna do hashtag Grandma's Corner. So if you have any content, and we'll start it January the 1st, and it'll run through December 31st of this year, the whole year collaboration. And what we're going to do, and if anybody else would like to come in as a collaborator with me, please let me know. Uh, but we're going to, if you have recipes, if you have activities, if, if you have that related to grandma, anything related to grandma, do hashtag Grandma's Corner, and we'll go ahead and put that in a playlist for anybody to do. And then that way, if you have specific content that has to deal with doing grandma, then we'll go ahead and do that. We're going to do open collaboration. I will do a video on that. Again, it will start January the 1st, and we'll just run it all the way through until December 31st. It'll be a year worth of collaboration. I know I'm gonna do some content with Echo, with Kaleidoscope of Happiness. And we're gonna call it Grandma's Corner, so that can go in there. I may have some recipes or some fun activities, shorts can go in there, anything that is kind of related to being a grandma, you can put in there. And you just have to let me, you just have to put hashtag and tag Blessed to Crochet, and we'll go ahead and put it in that playlist on our channel. And if you don't see it for some reason, you can message us or email us, let us know, hey, or put a comment um, in a video or something like that. Just let us know, email us with the video, and we'll add it into there. So that is going to be something I'm going to do. It's going to be an open collaboration for anybody that wants to participate with anything they'd like to do as far as Grandma's Corner. And then it can be a resource for you all to find other channels that may be doing some content related to that, and kind of walk in this path. I think that, especially if you're new, this is all new and something that you're kind of learning as you're going. I'm really using my mom as getting some experience. She's been a grandma. So I'm getting some experience from her too as well. So I think we all can help each other down this thing we call life, and certainly be there to support each other for sure. So, and I don't like this section of road. I don't like it. And that thankfully it's not very long, but we go from about 55 miles an hour to about 70 miles an hour. Well, no, I know.
White cars in the lane and she won't,
I know,
either needs to get over or pass.
but I don't like this section. For those that don't know, I myself struggle with fibromyalgia. I have a chronic pain condition underneath that. Woo wee, I'm gonna start singing in a minute.
Start passing running.
I'm anyway, I'm getting through this. Um, I have fibromyalgia. I have chronic pain condition underneath that, and there's a car over there. And so I don't handle highways well at all. It's not even. I mean, I do. Then this is considered a byway, and it's 30, and it's not too bad. But this little section, for some reason, gets like squishy, and I don't like it. So again, I deal with chronic pain on a daily basis. I deal with fibromyalgia, and I do have anxiety when it comes to travel the road. I do my best. I have fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue, lupus, and hosts of other conditions. I actually am recovering from surgery right now. I hope you recover quickly and well. Um, and simply, Debbie, if you want to leave a comment when we're done with this live, just so I know, and I'll go back, make sure if you're new to this channel, make sure you just let us know you're new, and I'll make sure that I'm connected with you. But I don't deal with this well. And one of the things that um that really helped me was I remember being on a live one time. This was a while back ago. I was having a straight out panic attack. And I thought to myself, oh my goodness, nobody wants to hear this, nobody wants to see it. And I remember after it was over, I looked at the comments and somebody said, thank you so much for showing me that because I thought I was the only one. I thought I was the only one that had this, that dealt with it. And I realized I'm not alone. And that to me was such an inspiration to say, okay, I know this to some people, this sounds silly to have, panic attacks or issues when it comes to um, driving on the highway, but I'm not the only one. And because I'm not the only one, I share Bear, not because I'm not the only one, and if it helps someone else realize that they can get through it. And I've been on lives and I've had to say, I'm muting you because you don't want to hear me scream, you know, and so forth. But we can help each other through it. Yes, it helps to know that others are going through that at the same time. Absolutely. Again, put hashtag blessed if you'd like people to connect with your channel. It is all about making sure that, the connections we make, and people sit there and think, well, YouTube, you can't make connections. You can. I have made some tremendous connections through this YouTube channel. I have friends I consider sisters. And I'm an only child. I don't think mama's having any more at this point. And and so um, you know, my 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 I don't have any brothers either. And I've been able to have that. I've got people as I can rely on in that way through what we've created on YouTube. When my aunt was very sick with cancer, you all came together last year in August to help her come up here so she could see her family one last time before she passed in March. And so that's what YouTube can do. If you're dealing with a chronic illness, sometimes it's very hard to go out and get involved with your community or be able to go to community events sometimes or hang out with friends because your pain dictates your day. It sucks 110%, but sometimes your day depends. Well, you know what? I'd love to be able to go out to so and so, but I'm just not up to it today. And so, what an amazing thing. I remember thinking YouTube was nothing but there's a car coming, but you have time. Stop, stop. No, you don't. No.
I had to wait for the other one.
I know, but there was after this cart's free. So, I've been subbed to your channel for a while. I have to watch some while I'm recovering more time. I'm trying to connect more with channels that I haven't got to. Well, that's amazing. Thank you very, very much. And that's awesome. Um, and as we grow, I'm not going to necessarily remember everybody. And I may look at a name and go, I haven't seen them for a while. Are they new? But still, I want to make sure that I'm connected. If you have a channel, I want to make sure I'm connected with you too. So, it's all about those connections, and you can't make them on YouTube. You can foster those connections on YouTube, and it's a beautiful thing. Yes, it's hard to remember everybody, and I've kind of had kind of this grandma brain a little bit. I think maybe fog, and I don't know grandma brain, but I did do a live recently. It talks about grief, and it says kind of being in a grief over the holidays. And I thought, yeah, that's me right now. Um, Shortly after my aunt passed, I did not have I didn't really grieve as I should have, or there's no should have. Do it on your own timetable. But I had some health issues shortly after my aunt passed, which I kind of had to put my grief on hold. And then I found out a friend of mine passed the same day my aunt did, a couple weeks ago. So kind of all brought it to the surface. And I've been thinking about her a lot lately. I've been thinking of my dad a lot lately, thinking, oh, he'd be so thrilled to be a great grandfather, and she'd be so thrilled to be a grand aunt. Of course, she's a great aunt to my daughter, but then she, instead of calling a great aunt, grand aunt is what you can call that.
Great granddad.
Yes, great
Some
grand
people,
aunt.
some people say great aunt and other people say grand aunt. But Christina likes grand aunt because it sounds so
Yes,
down to
Downton Abbey kind of thing. And yes,
Yes.
well, that's amazing. We'll look forward to seeing what the project is, New Horizon. I called it New Times, New Beginnings. It's going to be about connecting people, friends and family members, making new friends, making memories. That's awesome. That is truly awesome. I think the more connection, the better. I really do believe that connection is somewhat overrated, or not underrated, not overrated, underrated. Um, I think we truly, honestly don't realize the impact that we can make by connecting with other people. And really, it is, it doesn't, I'm still hurting, even if I'm on the channel and I'm connecting with some people and everything. I'm still hurting. Doesn't stop me from hurting, but it certainly takes my mind off it for a little bit. Um, and there's times even when I'm doing and having those connections and I'm going live or I'm connecting in channels and other things, I'm sitting there going, man, I hurt. But my focus in my brain, it's like when I crochet or when I'm working in Canva, it's not on the fact that I'm hurting. I could sit there all day and go, man, I'm hurt. I'm hurt. I know I'm going to hurt. There's no way around it. I know when I wake up, I'm gonna hurt from the moment I get up till the moment I go to bed. And I've even woke up in the middle of the night hurting. I've even woken myself up in pain. So I know that it's just something that's going to happen. But if your focused mind isn't on it, if you don't have things in your toolbox like crafts and connection and all this kind of stuff to help you deal with the chronic pain, then it absolutely can take over and it can really affect your life. People don't realize when you're a chronic pain patient, and my doctor said you have fibromyalgia and then you have chronic pain underneath a layer underneath of that, and you probably have another chronic pain condition. It changes who you are because you're so tired from dealing with pain and pain and pain. And so I have done lives on how to live with somebody in chronic pain. If they say to you, listen, I can't go out today, or you think to yourself, they look fine. They look fine. They shouldn't be tired. It's not up to you. You're not in their body. Most people that deal with chronic pain, when you have a headache, normal people in the sense, when you have a headache and you take a Tylenol, usually by the time, hi Sharona, hope I said that right. Um, when you have a headache and you take a pain pill or Tylenol, usually that headache goes away. When somebody is dealing with chronic pain, they can take a Tylenol and their pain uh, button is off, is not working, doesn't shut off. It goes down, and there's things they can do to bring it down, but their pain level doesn't shut off. It's broken. It's not like, okay, take it. I have a headache, take Tylenol, it's gone. Nope, doesn't happen. So you have to find things. Oh, Well, welcome on in. Thank you for coming on in. I appreciate it. Put hashtag blessed if you want people to connect with your channel. I appreciate it so much. And so, people don't understand that. It's on all the time. It does not shut off no matter what you do. And so I know to people, I look healthy, I look perfectly healthy, I look like, okay, you're fine. And if you don't live with somebody that's dealing with it and having difficulty and struggling with it, you don't understand it. And you don't understand, too, especially if you're dealing with fibromyalgia. You all have to understand that you can go to bed, which I think is just ironic, go to bed and um, wake up and feel like, you know what? I haven't slept at all. You don't even feel like you've had any sleep. And it's kind of like, huh? What? Come on. I just slept for X amount of time. But you feel as if you haven't had any rest or sleep. And that sometimes can be exhausting just in itself. So there's there's so much, and all I can say is if you're dealing or living with somebody that is dealing with a chronic pain condition, come with them in love. That's all you can do. You can come in there and love them and show them compassion and grace and understanding. You may not understand it, doesn't matter. You can show them, hey, I'm here for you. And if it means that you have lunch date with them and they said, listen, I just can't do it today. I can't go out. I'm hurting too much. Tell them, you know what? Can I come over and bring the lunch to you? Because they need that connection. They need to have that conversation. I guarantee you, if you go over and say, can we have lunch at your house? Right? If it, I guarantee you that they're going to absolutely uh, probably be laughing by the time that you're done with the lunch and so forth and have a better attitude. You'll have made their day to do that. And two, if you're dealing with someone who was a special needs mom, I raised my daughter who had autism. They can't always go out to a local restaurant. Sometimes it was a miserable thing to actually go to a restaurant. So bring them lunch, bring over lunch to them. They need that connection. Sit down with them and find out how you can help them. What is their life like? I think that that's all things we have to understand because sometimes, I wish people would have taken the time and, sat with me and said, I don't have a child on the spectrum, but what is your life like? What is it like to raise a child? And I'd have been able to sit there and talk to them about it, talk to them about it. Assumption would have been to look at me or look at my daughter and think, oh, she's different. Let's keep the kids away from her, which is exactly what happened. I think that's absolute shame on the parents. I think it's just something that, you know, Christina didn't get invited to parties because they knew something was different. We've got to change that with our kids, I'm telling you. But everybody, up until the time that it was not, the boys, she didn't want boys to her party. I invited the entire class, and I know that she was not invited to parties because she was different. I raised a special needs son, and probably people just stayed away, stayed too. Yeah. Absolutely, it happened a lot. Yes, I'm trying to something different. My channel of watch hours sake. Plus, I'm going to work on a new project. Well, that's awesome, New Horizon. They they did. I had teachers who didn't understand it. Who thought I was didn't know what I was talking about. Didn't know, what I was. Didn't understand it. Didn't make an effort to try to understand it. And it's sad to think that. I hope that, and of course, I don't know if it's area or whatever, but I hope things are different in Ohio. I mean, there's a chance because of Christina's autism for this child to have autism. But I just, like I said, my prayers have been over this little one before it was even a thought in their parents' eye. I've been praying for this little grandbaby before it was even formed. And so I just keep praying for protection, and God watches over both my daughter and this little one. My daughter's a diabetic, so of course this is just a higher. She automatically gets into a little bit higher pregnancy, risk. And so, if you're people that are praying, please continue to pray that the diabetes won't be an issue or a factor, and that she'll carry this child to full term. And so far, baby is strong and healthy and doing well. Baby is growing. All the milestones are being hit so far. So we're very thankful. We know that that's certainly God's hand over this, over my daughter in this precious moment for sure. You're fine. So thank you, Debbie. I appreciate it.
It's gonna be in chat early.
We still have to do a bathroom break. What time do
Yeah.
you get off work?
I think she was working till 1. I told her to be ready by 1:45. She's
So-
working till noon or 1. I'd rather be early,
Yes,
especially with these
absolutely.
roads.
We didn't know what the roads were going to look
I
like.
didn't know if I'd have to go 50 miles an hour or what.
When we let, and I will take pictures and put it on the community tab so you guys can understand why we're like, we don't know the condition of the roads because our complex is like mounds of snow. There's hills of snow.
Oh, and there's still slushy stuff and
Yeah, there's
icy
still.
stuff on the roads.
Apparently, I was told by my son-in-law that we live in like the deepest valley. Just looks,
For some reason we get more snow.
yes, just beautiful that here we barely have any snow. I would say we at least got at least 3 or 4 inches of snow.
Yeah, it's great.
At least.
Maybe
Maybe
that
more.
doesn't sound like a lot, but when you pile it up.
Yeah. I mean, when we were live, I always leave early when I have an appointment, especially in the winter. Follow up with surgery appointment on Monday, and it's a few hours away. We'll leave really early. Well, we'll be praying certainly for safety. I remember, no, not our Saturday, and I did the live and I told everybody the news. And I'm telling you, that's the night it started snowing. And the snowplow came through once and twice during our live. And then I was on a live with Afonso, and the snowplow came through for the 3rd time. And then Josh and I were going to bed, and I'm like, that's the 4th time it's gone through. So at least 4 or 5 times that snowplow was outside snowing.
Because after an hour, you never know.
You would never know.
It
I
was
mean,
snowing so hard.
if you go and look at that live and says craft and special announcement, I took you all out to see the level of snow. The walkway was covered, and we had cleaned that before we came in the house. So I mean, to see grass, and they don't get as much snow here as we get there.
Right.
We get much more snow over there because apparently my son-in-law says we live in a very like the lowest part of in the area in Ohio. So anyway, you can see it over there. Yeah,
Snow.
yeah, it's just gorgeous. My mother would like to be winter all the time, or no, or summer.
Not winter.
Yeah, I'd love to just be winter. I think my husband would be very happy living in Alaska someplace. And he'd still go out in shorts in below 50-degree weather, I guarantee you. Just for the thrill of it. Just for the thrill of it all. And look at that. You can see the deep part there. It all depends. It's nuts. You can see some areas got barely.
Yeah.
Some areas you look and you go, yeah, that got a lot. I think we're in with one good snow for a year. I think my mother would be happy with that too. Um, no, I think we're in for a lot of snow this winter. And it was crazy because I said, Christina said to me, I said, "Do you have enough snow?" She goes, "Nope, not yet. I need more." So anyway, never enough snow. I thought, well, let's go ahead and do our live now. You guys get to see the beautiful countryside of Ohio with snow. See, I like snow, so it starts getting dirty. And Mocha is very funny. It's funny to watch this dog go out there in the snow. And she looks for, if she's gone to the restroom in one part of the snow, she will go to a plain patch. And she comes in just tippy-topping into the house with her little dainty feet. Like, oh my goodness, it's really cold out there.
This morning she was hobbling with one paw up in the air like it was just too cold to even put her foot down.
Oh my goodness, she's a riot. She's her Mocha, though. We love her. They have an appointment for her for some stuff next month. We took her to the vet this month to have it done, but apparently she's got resistant to the medicine that they have to give her, so she's a little bit underneath sleep for, and they have to try another different kind of medication. And we thought, I don't want to try this right now. She reacts sometime to medication, so I figured out if anything did happen, I wanted Christina to get through her first trimester, and we don't expect anything to happen, but we don't want to deal with it now, so we'll wait until next month. Nothing major that needs to be taken care of this instantaneous. If she could just go in and get stuff done without having to put her underneath nail trims and all that other kind of stuff. My dog freaks out in the snow, to be fair. They're little, so it's intimidating. I'm sure it is. I'm sure. Mocha just has no idea what to do in the snow. None whatsoever. It's like, what am I supposed to do on this stuff? I tried to take her outside to play in the snow. She just looked at me like, she just chases the leash. It's like, what do I do in it? I mean, if you take this dog out, trying to play a toy in the snow, it's like she has no idea. We've tried to take her in the backyard and take her outside and let her, to play with it, with the toy with leash on. She has no idea what to do. None whatsoever. No idea what to do. Again, put hashtag blessed if you like people to connect with your channel. We'll be getting off here pretty shortly. Because we're getting closer to Christina's house. Of course, I don't want to release or not her address. For her safety, her husband's safety, and baby safety. But hopefully, you all have enjoyed the ride. And we usually have to stop off and take a restroom break on the way. So, for sure, we will do that. So, well, I've enjoyed it too as well. But everybody enjoyed the chat and so forth. And Good, I'm glad. I'm glad everybody enjoyed it because Ohio can be absolutely beautiful, even in the snow. It can be absolutely beautiful. And it's nice to be able to take, I figure out there's people that may be homebound or don't get out too much. And so taking you all for a drive along this, along all of here is nice because then that way, guys can see everything. It's beautiful. I have family in Nick, but sadly never been up there. Is that in Ohio? It's nice to go along. I haven't been out over 2 weeks. Oh, good. Glad you were able to get out and about. I'm so glad I was able to facilitate that. You're able to do some connecting. We were able to get our live in. We try to go live every day in December. It doesn't always happen. It's happened. I missed 2 out of December this year, but just a lot has gone. So anyway, with that being said, we're almost near. We have to stop off and use the restroom. So I just want to say, y'all, remember to be proud of being yourself. Everyone else is taken. Keep crocheting that connection. No crochet hook is required. We have you covered. Thank you so much for having us covered. We'll see you tomorrow sometime for another live. And I hope you all are having a wonderful, healthy, and safe holiday. Love you all. Bye bye and Merry Christmas. Bye bye, everybody.